I was raised where debts are permanent, and names are earned in dust, where a handshake seals your future and a look decides your trust. Men spoke slow, drank bitter, kept the devil close at hand. Every rule was written silent, every warning carved in man. We don't shout across the table, we don't rush a loaded room. Every move is measured twice, every silence leaves a wound. By order of the quiet, things are settled clean and cold. I don't threaten, I conclude. I don't answer, I enforce. By order of the quiet, we don't bark, we don't plead. If my name is on the matter, it is finished when I leave. I don't dress for admiration, I don't bow to modern noise. I was shaped by iron winters and corrected by my choices. Loyalty was never spoken, it was proven in the rain. You either held your line in fire, or you disappeared unnamed. I don't gamble with my temper, I don't spill what must be kept. I let fools announce their hunger, I let patience collect debts. By order of the quiet, every favor has a cost. I don't raise my hand in anger, I just settle what was lost. By order of the quiet, we don't boast, we don't explain. If you hear my footsteps fading, that's the sound of terms of rain. This isn't violence, it's maintenance. Empires fall from noise, families endure from restraint. By order of the quiet, I don't rule, I remain. Long after men with loud ambitions turn to stories without names. By order of the quiet, I don't chase the crown or throne, I sit still while others move, and the city bends on its own. Bricks remember, blood settles, clocks keep score. I adjust my coat, and history steps aside. The razor sawn into the cap brim, the smile sawn into the face. I learned early the most dangerous men are the ones who move with grace. Birmingham didn't make me cruel, It made me careful, made me still. There's a difference between a man who wants and a man who's learned to wait until. My grandfather bled for a flag. My father bled for a name. I bled for neither. I bled for the knowing that blood and empire are the same. By order of no one you dare to question. By right of everything I paid to get here. Iron crown on a borrowed throne. Every king I known died alone. I don't kneel, I don't beg, I don't mourn what's gone. I light the cigarette and carry on. This world was built by men like me, men who knew the cost of what they'd done. Iron crown, borrowed time, and the war is never won. I've sat in parliament, I've sat in gutters. The view's the same from both ends of the game. The power fear what they cannot purchase. I've made a living off that shame. They sent inspectors, sent priests, sent soldiers. Sent a woman once she came the closest, but even she couldn't reach what's buried. The part of me that functions coldest. There's a map on my desk of everything I own. There's a list in my head of what it costs. I check the map most mornings without feeling. I never check the list, too much is law. No one you dare to question. By right of everything I paid to get here. Iron crown on a borrowed throne. Every king I've known died alone. I don't kneel, I don't beg, I don't mourn what's gone. I light the cigarette and carry on. This world was built by men like me, men who knew the cost of what they'd done. Iron crown, borrowed time, and the war is never won. There's a particular kind of man who has read enough history to know that every empire ends, who has lived enough life to know that knowing changes nothing. You still build, you still bleed, you still stand at the window at 4 in the morning looking out at something that doesn't look back. Not because you believe in it, but because stopping never once felt like an option. That's not strength. Don't mistake it for strength. That's just what's left when everything else burns away. The men who broke bread at my table, some are judges now, some are graves. I remember every face at every sit-in. I remember which one stayed afraid. Fear is a currency, respect is rarer, loyalty rarest of the three. I spent a lifetime learning the difference between the men who died for me and the men who died because of me. Iron crown on a borrowed throne. Every king I've known died alone. I don't kneel, I don't beg, I don't mourn what's gone. I light the cigarette and carry on. This world was built by men like me, men who knew the cost of what they'd done. Iron crown, borrowed time, and the war was never. Fog rolls in, thick and gray. Another dawn, another debt to pay. I've got the ledger, I've got the ink, I've got the secrets that make empires sink. These streets remember every soul that passed, built on a hunger meant to never last. Don't look for mercy in a coat this fine. The blood on the cobblestone, that's mine. Black sky above, black earth below. The seeds we've sown are all we'll ever grow. Old world iron, new world greed. I'm the only answer to a desperate need. Power isn't taken, it's earned in the mud, signed in whiskey and sealed in blood. You talk of justice like it's something you buy. I've seen the truth in a dying man's eye. The king of the soul, the lord of the smoke. I'm the heavy hand in the iron yoke. They call it a crime if you do it small. They call it an empire if you do it all. I'm not looking for a seat at your table. I'm looking to own the room. Black sky above, black earth below. The seeds we've sown are all we'll ever grow. All we'll ever grow. Black sky above, black earth below. The seeds we've sown are all we'll ever grow. Black sky above, black earth below. The seeds we've sown. Will ever grow, all will ever grow. Flat cap low, razor edges gleam. Birmingham fall, thicker than a dream. I rose from the mud, from the trench and the wire. empire on blood and desire. They whisper my name like a curse in the night. Family's the blade that cuts both ways right. Loyalty's corn, spent heavy and fat. Betray once and the dead never led. By order of the peaky, we hold the line. No crown without thorns, no peace without crime. Power's a fever that burns through the vein. Survive or surrender, I choose the pain by order. By order of the peaky. Whiskey in the glass, smoke curling like fate. Men come for my throne, they all meet the same gate. Brothers in arms till the money runs thin. Then it's kin against kin, let the killing begin. I don't pray for mercy, I don't beg for the light. In this world of wolves, you fight through the night. Philosophy carved in the scars on my skin. The only one who kills me is the devil within. By order of the peaky, we hold a line. No crown without thorns, no peace without crime. Power's a fever that burns through the vein. Survive or surrender, I choose the pain by order. By order of the peaky. Everyone's a whore, Grace. We all sell something. Family shelter one day, storm the next. You think ambition's a sin, it's survival with better tailoring. When they come for the crown, smile and sharpen the blade. By order of the peaky blinders, we fucking can. By order of the peaky blinders, we fucking can. By order of the peaky blinders, we fucking can. By order of the peaky blinders, by order of the peaky. Fog rolls in, razor clean. Nothing changes, nothing ends. Learned young, the world don't listen unless your silence weighs a ton. Every smile calls interest, every favor draws a gun. I don't speak in hopeful language, I don't beg the knife of peace. I sharpen thoughts like broken glass, keep my hunger on the leash. I don't chase crowns or headlines, I don't dance with liars' cheer. I count exits, read the room and let the end get closer here. Quiet men carry storms inside. We don't want, we don't explain. If I stand, it's by design. If I fall, I'll fall within. Quiet men don't need to shout. We don't flex, we don't confess. I don't pray for cut you slow if you hold it wrong. I seen brothers sell tomorrow just to feel tall for one song. I don't wear my pain like fashion. I don't turn scars into gold. Every lesson left me colder, but it taught me self-control. I don't fear the dark behind me. I don't raise what I can't be. I let time expose intentions. I let patience starve the weak. Quiet men carry storms inside. We don't want, we don't explain. If I stand, it's by design. If I fall, I'll fall with aim. Quiet men don't need applause. We don't lie to sleep at night. I don't chase forgiveness down. I just walk heavier with truth. Power ain't loud. Loyalty ain't clean. And respect don't come from noise. It comes from what you don't do when you could. Quiet men carry storms inside, built from loss and long restraint. I don't promise heaven ways. I just make hell hesitate. Quiet men don't need a crown. We don't bow, we don't beg. I don't ask the world for mercy. I just leave it guessing how I live. Neon homes, engines cool. Another night survives me. I don't win, I don't lose. I remain.
The asphalt's cold, but the engine scream. I don't pray, I stop dreaming. Coin in the pocket, lid in the belt. I've forgotten how the sunlight felt. Streetwise ghost in a tailored suit. Bitter harvest, bitter fruit. They talk of heaven I built to sell. I'm the king of my own private hell. No pulse, just the gears. No salt, just the tears. The shadow grows, the wolf stays thin. The devil's outside. Let him in. Let him in. Survival is a map I learned in the dark. 2 for the witness, 1 for the spark. Scars are just maps of where I've been. A history written on a sinner's skin. I don't walk fast, I don't run. The battle was over before it begun. I'm the smoke from a fire that refused to die. A cold truth living in a beautiful lie. You think power is loud? Power is a silence before the hammer falls. It's the glass that doesn't break until you're out of the room. I'm not a hero, I'm the consequence. No pulse, just the gears. No salt, just the tears. The shadow grows, the wolf stays thin. The devil's outside. outside. Let 'em in. Ashes to asphalt, dust to the street. Victory tastes like defeat. Born in a town that don't forgive mistakes. Learned the prize before I learned my name. Watch good men bend for lesser men sake. Stay crooked, stay the same. The desert don't lie, neither do scars. They mark what a dog left behind. I've sat at tables with kings and with wolves, couldn't tell one from the other half the time. I don't pray, I don't plead, I just read the room and breathe. Every scar's a lesson kept, every loss a debt I've met. I am smoking iron, I don't burn, I smolder slow. What you call dangerous, I call all I know. No God made me righteous, no grave made me whole. I am smoke, and I am, and this is the shade of my soul. I pulled men from wreckage, I've left some there. The ledger don't always run clean. Conscience is a luxury, survival's an art. You live between what's right and what's real. They say every man's got a line he won't cross. I say that line is just where he got caught. I walk in the shadow of things I've done, still standing, still breathing, still not forgotten. I don't pray, I don't plead, I just read the room and breathe. Every scar's a lesson kept, every loss a debt I've met. I am smoking iron, I don't burn, I smolder slow. What you call dangerous, I call all I know. No God made me righteous, no grave made me whole. I am smoke, and I am, and this is the shade of my soul. They wanted me grateful, I gave them present. They wanted me broken, I gave them patient. The ones who came for blood, they didn't know what was buried in this chest. A man who's already been through hell, don't fear the rest. Neon on the highway, cigarette ash. The city don't sleep, it just waits. I've been the smoke in somebody's lungs, I've been the lock on somebody's gate. Some men chase power like it's something you hold. I've seen it slip through cleaner hands than mine. I was just knowing when to move and when to stand still one more time. I am smoking iron, I don't burn, I smolder slow. shape of my soul. Smoking I smoke it slow. No grave made me whole. Dust devils dancing where the good man died. I read the road like a holy light. Razor in the pocket, steel in the eye. Every smile they give me is a reason why. I don't pray to heaven, I don't beg the sky. Just keep the engine running when the angels cry. Learn from the mirror, the only friend I trust. In this world of sinners, do what you must. Scars don't bleed, they just on the bone. Walk these miles, never walk alone. Smoke in my blood, lead in my soul. Quiet power, I take what I hold. Quiet power, I take what I hold. They speak of loyalty with a knife behind the back. Pour the whiskey slow, watch the courage crack. Families are chained till the money runs red. Then it's every ghost for himself instead. I buried the past in the rearview glass. Paid my dues in blood, let the weak ones pass. Philosophy's simple when you're born in the fight. Survive till morning on the night. Scars don't bleed, they just on the bone. Walk these miles, never walk alone. Smoke in my blood, lit in my soul. Quiet power, I take what I hold. Quiet power, I take what I hold. Listen close. Ain't no heroes on these desert roads. Just men with better lives and heavier loads. Death ain't the enemy. Weakness is when they come for you smiling. Smile back harder. By order of the scars. Scars don't bleed, they just on the bone. Quiet power, I take what I hold. And takes the rest. Just settle slow. I don't stand where the light is. Too many eyes, too much praise. Truth gets thin when it's popular, and loyalty rots in daylight. I learned early what stays hidden outlasts what begs to be known. Every loud man needs witnesses. I learned power moves alone. I don't argue with fate, I just adjust my weight. Let the floor feel the pressure before it decides to break. I don't stand where the light is, I don't knock on closed doors. If I'm quiet, it's tactical. If I move, it's final. I don't chase what is fleeting, I don't sell what is mine. I don't need to be feared, I just need to be remembered, right? I've seen friends turn to mirrors, only loyal when I shine. The moment the smoke thickened, they mistook distance for crime. So I sharpen my patience like a blade wrapped in cloth. I don't rush into endings, I let time do the work. I don't speak when I'm angry, I don't promise when I'm tired. I let silence break egos, I let waiting expose liars. I don't stand where the light is, I don't knock on closed doors. If I'm quiet, it's tactical. If I move, it's final. I don't chase empty glory, I don't beg for a sign. I don't need to be loved, I just need my line intact. Most men wanna be seen, few men wanna be solid. Noise fades, structure stays. I don't stand where the light is, I stand where the ground. Build my name in the margin, where the real way goes. I don't fear being alone, I fear being diluted. So I keep my circle small, and my principles rooted. Streetlight flickers, engine hums low. I don't wave, I don't rush, I let the night decide who's real. Same black coat since '09. Some stained on walls, you just wear them proud. Sat in confession once, said nothing. The priest already knew he was loud. My father built his empire on handshakes, I built mine on knowing when they'd break. is honor in the old way. I still believe it. I just learned what honor costs to keep. The candle burns, but the room stays cold. Some fires warm you, some fires just take hold. Cold blood and candlelight, that's all I've ever been. The gentleman at the table with the devil just beneath. I've loved, I've lost, I've buried both. I've made my peace with these. Cold blood and candlelight, and nothing left to grieve. They called me ruthless like it was an insult. I thanked them, poured another glass. Ruthless just means you see the whole board, and you're willing to play to the last. I've kissed the hands of men I despised. I've walked away from fights I could have won, because the most dangerous thing in any room is a man who knows exactly what he's done. The candle burns, but the room stays cold. Some fires warm you, some fires just take hold. Cold blood and candlelight, that's all I've ever been. The gentleman at the table with the devil just beneath. I've loved, I've lost, I've buried both. I've made my peace with these. Cold blood and candlelight, some reason left to grieve. My mother said, boy, the world will try to hollow you out. She was right, but what she didn't say is that hollow things carry sound further. I'm not what I wanted to be. I'm what the world made necessary. And somewhere between those two things, I found a kind of peace that doesn't need a name. The city keeps its secrets under cobblestone. I keep mine behind the eyes. Shook hands with judges, drank with killers. Most days couldn't tell the difference in disguise. There's a portrait on my wall, I never look at. The man in it believed in something clean. I pass him every morning without blinking. We both know what the other one has seen. Cold blood and candlelight, that's all I've ever been. A gentleman at the table with the devil just beneath. I've loved, I've lost, I've buried both. I've made my peace with these. Cold blood and candlelight, nothing left to do. Cold blood, candlelight, still settles on the deeds I've done. I'm a cold-blooded ghost chasing a setting sun. Every road I take just leads me home, to a throne of salt where I sit alone. Got miles of scars for company, a heavy kind of devil hip. I don't speak of mercy, I don't speak of grace. I just look the devil in his weary face. The shadows know my name, through the neon and the rain. This quiet kind of pain is my kingdom in the flame. Streetwise wisdom, silver in a palm. I'm the storm that's hiding in the center of the calm. They play for the glory, I play for the keep. I don't close my eyes when the city's asleep. The predator's patience, the survivor's pride. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. Keep your gold and your hollow praise. I've been counting my life and the length of my days. You see a man who lost his way. I see a man who finally stopped looking for one. The world doesn't owe you a happy ending, it just owes you the truth. And the truth is cold. Oh, the shadows know my name, through the neon and the rain. This quiet kind of pain is my kingdom in a flame. Kingdom in a flame. Kingdom in a flame. Kingdom in a flame. Cigarette burned on the dashboard glow. Miles of black tar, nowhere left to go. I called my name in the barrel of fate. Every promise I broke came a little too late. They call it ambition, I call it the chain, pulling tighter with every breath of pain. Seen too many kings fall face in the dirt. Learned the hard way, trust is just hurt. No redemption on this road, just the weight that I carry, the load. Blood on the head, smoke in the lungs, quiet forget wrong from right. I built this empire on broken men's backs, paid in lead, collected in stacks. Philosophy's cold when the grave calls your name. Survival, surrender is one and the same. No redemption on this road, just the way that I carry the load. Blood on the air, smoke in the lungs, quiet storm where the silence belongs. No redemption, no redemption road. You think power's a crown? It's a noose made of gold. Every step forward drags yesterday behind. They smile when they shake your hand, smile wider when they bury you. By order of the road, keep walking. No redemption on this road. Blood on the head, smoke in the lung, quiet storm. Engine calls, wind howls low. Nothing changes, nothing ends. I was taught to keep accounts, not just money meant. Every favor ever taken writes a day you can't amend. I don't rush to settle matters, I let seasons do their part. Pride reveals itself in time, same as rust around the heart. I don't hate, I don't forgive, I remember what was said. Memory is heavier than the blood that men have shed. Let's just don't forget the ink. Every mark remains. You can smile and change your code, but the dead recalls your name. Let's just don't forget the ink. I don't shout or beg when the page turns on a man. That's the sentence, not the thread. Mistake speed for control. I move slow like winter coming, certain patience built to hold. Every promise left unpaid starts to whisper after dark. I don't chase the guilty down, I just wait until they knock. I don't flinch at broken morals, I don't gasp at shattered pride. I've seen liars swear on graves, then sleep easy through the night. Let's just don't forget the ink. Every mark remains. short, paper yellows, men decay. The man stays honest. I close the book, not the door. I was built for the long winter, not the applause of spring. I learned warmth makes men careless, cold teaches everything. I don't trust the fast lines, I don't bond on borrowed cheer. If you stand beside me sober, you might stand beside me years. I don't fold beneath pressure, I adjust and let it pass. Storms don't break what's anchored deep, they expose what couldn't last. I was built for the long winter, when the streets forget your name. I don't bloom for admiration, I endure without complaint. I was built for the long winter, when the easy men are gone. If I'm still here breathing steady, that means something held me strong. I seen men burn bright in vain, chasing heat instead of ground. They mistook the crowd for loyalty till the crowd stopped coming round. I don't need a warm reception, I don't chase a softer road. I accept the weight of distance like a code I chose to hold. I don't rush to prove my value, I don't beg to be believed. Truth don't speak, it just remains after everyone has leave. I was built for the long winter, for the nights that never end. I don't promise happy endings, I just promise I won't bend. I was built for the long winter, not the comfort, not the shine. If I stand alone in silence, that's a sign the spine is mine. Snow falls quiet, breath turns white, no witnesses, no regrets. I keep walking